Press freedoms are expanded, but the monarchy remains. The Kaiser, now Wilhelm II's grandson, Wilhelm III, is a figurehead, but a symbol of continuity. The protests fade, but they leave a mark. Germany begins a slow process of liberalization, not to full democracy, not immediately, but toward a more open society. In Eastern Europe, nationalist movements gain strength. In Poland, a workers' movement, similar to Solidarity in our timeline, demands independence from German economic control. The movement is suppressed, but not as brutally as Solidarity was in our timeline's Poland. Germany, wary of provoking unrest across its sphere, makes concessions. Poland gains more economic autonomy, more control over its own industries. By the 1980s, Germany's grip on Eastern Europe is loosening, not breaking, but loosening. The client states remain in the German sphere, but with more autonomy. The Soviet Union, which has been contained for decades, watches these developments. Soviet leaders see an opportunity. If Germany's control weakens, perhaps the Soviet Union can expand its influence, not through military conquest, that's too risky, but through supporting independence movements, offering economic aid. A new competition begins, not between Germany and America, but between Germany and the Soviet Union, over the fate of Eastern Europe. And this brings us to the 1990s, when the system that's been in place since 1918 faces its greatest challenge. By the 1990s, the world order established after Germany's victory in World War I has lasted over 70 years. Germany dominates Europe. The United States is the other superpower. The Soviet Union is a regional power. The system is stable, but also tired. In Germany, calls for reform are growing. The monarchy is seen as outdated. The corporatist economy, while successful, is seen as stifling innovation. Young people want democracy, want the freedoms they see in America. In 1992, massive protests erupt across Germany. Unlike the protests of the 70s, these don't fade. They grow. Millions take to the streets. The demand is clear.